Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Unified and if you are new here, I create crochet content tutorial, so please do well to subscribe so you won't miss any uploads. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love and support so far. Today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful cargo pants. As you can see, I did it in deep blue, light blue and deep pink and light pink. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. Thank you. So to start, we are going to be using a 5mm crochet hook and any acrylic yarn of your choice. I'll be using two different colors, so you can go ahead and choose any two different colors of your choice. And I'll be using the deep pink and the light pink. So to start, you're going to take your hip measurement, and I'm going to start with the deeper color. So you go ahead and take your hip measurement and divide it by 2. So when you take your hip measurement and you divide it by 2, the measurement you get, you're going to chain a chain long enough to fit that measurement. So I'm going to make a slip knot. And go ahead and make a slip knot and chain up to, we're going to be working with double crochet foundation chain. So you yarn over, insert your hook into the last loop, pull through 1, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the loops you just created here, insert, pull through 1, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook in here, so go ahead and repeat this. I'm going to be doing 75 double crochet foundation chains because it's equal to, I'm using a hip measurement of 38, and when I divide it into 2, I get 19 inches. So I'm doing a chain long enough to fit 19 inches, and then we add the light pink to it for everything to be 38 inches in the end. So go ahead and repeat this. You have your desired number of rows that fits the measurements you want. Mine will be 75. So I'm going to have 75. So I have my 75 double crochet foundation chains, and for the 75th chain, you don't complete your work, and you grab your second color and you just pull the second color through. And we are going to start making double crochet foundation chains with this color, also making 75 in total. So the 75 rows I did is equal to 19 inches, which is half of my hip measurement. So when I add 19 and 19, I get 38 inches, which is equal to my hip measurements. So go ahead and use your hip measurements for this pattern. So I'm going to be making 75 chains. Go ahead and make your number of chains that fits your measurements, and I'm meeting at the end of this row. I'm back and I'm done with my double crochet foundation chain for the two colors. Place them against each other like this. Make sure it's straight, and we are going to be joining. So you insert your hook in here. You grab the first space you get in this single crochet, our first chain 2 space that was here. You're going to go into that space and make a slip stitch, and then you set your hook in here and you set it in there again, and you make a double crochet or slip stitch or whatever you're comfortable with. Chain up 2, and this counts as our first post. So you're going to go in here with a back post double crochet. You make a front post double crochet, make a back post double crochet. So go ahead and repeat that till you get to the end of this color, and I'll show you how to change colors. I'm at the end of this color and I'm going to do my last front post. Don't complete your work. Grab the second color and you pull through. So when you're changing your colors, make sure you don't complete your color, and then continue with your back post. But because there's in order to hide this tiny line, make sure you grab this whilst going inside. When you come, you pull through that one too, so that it hides well. Else we'll be leaving a line. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sure you get what I mean. So go ahead and do a front post, back post for this side also. I'll meet you at the end of this color. So after you are done with your last front post, you're going to make a slip stitch, chain up to turn your work, and you continue. So go ahead and make a front post, back post for the third time, and I'll meet you at the end of this color to show you how to change your color one last time. So I am at the end of this color, and you change your color whenever you have your yarn over here. So as usual, I'm going to start, but you won't complete, and then you grab the second color and you pull through. Make sure you pull through tight, and now you're going to continue with what you've been doing with your double crochet, first post, back post, double crochet. This, I want to crochet this in, so it's a little difficult to do so I have to carefully do it. So I'm at the end of this row. I'm almost at the end of this row because I'm doing only 3 rows of this. This is for the waist. If you want yours to be longer or thicker, you can go ahead and add more rows to it, but for me 3 rows is fine. So go ahead and then do front post, back post, double crochet till you get to the end of this color, and we will start with our actual trousers. So this is for my waist, and I'm done. This is how thick I want my waistband to be, so I leave it like this. So I'm going to, you join with a slip stitch, chain up 3. So from now on you're going to be chaining up 3 before you turn your work, and into the very next stitch you're going to go in there with a double crochet, and then you double crochet all the way to the end before we change our color, because that's where the yarn is. So go ahead and double crochet. So I'm sure by now you've gotten how we change the colors. You don't complete your double crochet, then you grab the next color and then you just change the color. So we'll be double crocheting for 25 rows before we start with the clutch area. So go ahead and then I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you how to end your row one last time. So I'm at the end where I have to change my colors one more time. So yarn over into the last stitch. Don't complete. Grab your second color and then you pull through and go ahead and make double crochets. So go ahead and repeat row 1 and be changing your colors like the same way you be changing it, and get 25 rows of this double crochet. So this is row number 1. I'm not counting the front post, back post double crochet rows. So I'll meet you when you have 25 rows in total. By the end of this color, so you just join with a slip stitch when you end the row, because we have ended the row. Everywhere is complete. Chain up 3, turn your work, and into the next stitch, not in here, you're going to go in there with a double crochet, and you do that till you get to the other side where you have to change your color. Like I said, you repeat this for 25 rows. Then we'll start with the clutch area. The end of row 2, and I wanted to show you how to end your row 1 last time before I go ahead and do my 25 rows. So after, you just grab your second color, you pull through, just pull through, make sure it's tight enough, and just make a double crochet. So make a double crochet. When you get here, you join, chain 3, turn your work, and come back here to change colors. So I'll meet you when you have 25 rows in total, excluding our waistband. I have 21 rows and I ended with my pink color. So I'm going to measure this. This is equal to 11 inches. We are going to start with the clutch area, and we're going to work with only one color. So one leg side before we move to the other leg side. So for the clutch area, I'm going to chain a chain long enough, a chain that's 4 inches. So I'm going to chain 16 but loosely. The 16 chains is for the clutch area. So for a size small, medium to large can wear this. If you're an extra large, you can add more number of chains for your clutch area. After you have your 16, you make a slip stitch into the deep pink, and we are going to slip stitch to, we are in the middle of the clutch area, so we are going to slip stitch 8 times. So I'm in the middle and I have 8 slip stitches, so I'm going to chain up 3 into the next stitch. You're going to go in there with a double crochet. I'm doing this so that I end and begin the row in the middle of the leg, the crotch area, so you won't see the line it creates. Make sure you don't have any spaces when you are joining to the pink side. So I did this loosely. That's why. So make sure yours is not loose. So go ahead and meet at the end here. So I removed it and went back just to make sure there isn't any extra space I wouldn't like to see. And so over here too, you go into every space you think will cover up any larger space. So this is the part where we did a slip stitch. So just double crochet inside. So you slip stitch, chain up 3, you turn your work, and now we're working in the leg hole. So you're just going to go round, round, round till you get to your desired length. So I'm going to make 90 rows in total, including this waistband we did. So go ahead and make yours as long as you want. It depends on your measurements. I'll give you I think about 80. So let me do a little calculation. So about 84 rows, excluding the waistband and then the leg band also. I'm sure you get what I mean. So just by the length is totally up to you. I skipped a stitch, so make sure you don't skip a stitch. In all, I'll have 90 rows in total. So this is the blue one I did with the pockets already attached. My working space is small, so including this side, everything was 90 rows in total. I don't know the measurements, I didn't measure it, but I tried it and it's very long. It goes all the way to my ankle. So make yours as long as you want it, depending on how high or low you wear it on your waist. So that's it. Just go around when you get here, join with a slip stitch, chain up 3, turn your work, and you will double crochet. So I'll show you how to end and begin your row one last time. So I'll meet you here. Now after you grab your pink yarn, you don't have to cut off your yarn, and then you join. So I'll take you through joining the pink yarn also. And when you're joining, you make sure the same number of rows you have here will be the same number of rows you have for this side too. But when it gets there, I'll show you. So I'll meet you at the end of this row. This is row 26, 27, 26, 27. So I'm almost done with this row. So into the last double crochet space, you go in there with a double crochet, join with a slip stitch, chain up 3, turn your work, and we are going to be repeating the same process. So into this next double crochet space, you go in there with a double crochet, because our chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Maybe I didn't mention that earlier. So go ahead and repeat this till you have your desired length. So I don't know if I'll measure mine for you, because everybody has the length they want. I tried mine on and I liked the way it was. I wanted mine extra long. So I'll meet you when I am almost at the end to show you how to get this part for the ends also. So this is what I have done so far. I have 85 double crochet rows excluding the waistband. So I'm going to just finish up on the ends over here, and everything will be 90 in total. So just measure it across your body, choose the length you want, and you'll be fine. And then we'll go on to work on the other leg. I'm on the 85th row. I'm going to chain up 3. So you chain up 3, you turn your work, and we are done. So I'm going to do the same thing I did for the waistband for the ends of the trouser. So you're going to do a front post, back post. So immediately you're going to go in here with a front post double crochet, and then you go to the back with the back post double crochet, and you alternate. So I'm going to do this row, and I'll do a last row, because these two make 2 rows of my front post back post double crochet rows. So this is row 86. So I'll do row 86 and row 87. And when you add that to the 3 rows up there, will be 90 rows in total. So that's what I meant by 90 rows. This is a bit long, so just measure it against your body and choose the length you prefer. Go ahead and make a front post back post double crochet, and I'll meet you at the end. When you're done with your front post back post double crochet, you're going to join with a slip stitch, chain up 2. And this one, there's no need to turn your work, so you just continue doing front post double crochet and a back post double crochet. So this is my last row. Go ahead and finish this, and I'll end the row with you. Chain up one and cut off the yarn. So we are going to start with the other leg. So I'm checking the measurements of this I'll check on a larger space, but it's 39 close to 40 inches. So I don't know which is which unless I put it on a flatter surface to check. So this is an idea of how long you should make yours if you want to go according to mine. So I didn't cut off my yarn. If you cut off your yarn, attach your yarn to the middle here where you were starting and ending your rows for the other color. Just continue from there. But if you didn't cut off your yarn like me, I'm going to carry on, insert my hook, pull through, right, and then I'm going to make slip stitches till I get to the middle. This is the middle. So I'm doing the slip stitches here again because I didn't cut off my yarn and I want to start and begin my row in the middle like I did for the other one. So that's why. So I am almost in the middle. This part is being a little difficult, so I have to be careful. Yeah, so I think from here I can chain up 3. So go ahead and chain up 3 and start making your double crochets. Make sure you don't skip. I think I'm going to set it in here. Whatever you do, make sure the same number of stitches you have for this leg you have for the other leg. So I'll just, for now, I'm not counting. When I'm done, I'll count because it's faster for me that way. And making sure your holes are not too big, just a normal spacing. So I'm making sure I'm not skipping any weird space. So I'm going in every space I see. See, there's a weird space here, so I have to remove it and then seal it up. This is better. So go ahead and I'll meet you at the end here where you made your slip stitches. At where I started my slip stitch, I'm almost there. So just go into every hole you think will look good, and I don't like the way the slip stitch was looking here, so I have to make sure I cover it up. So I'm going into it. So after join with the slip stitch and you chain up 3, turn your work. Like I said, make sure the same number of stitches you have for this color is the same number of stitches for this color. So I counted mine. I already went ahead to join to see how it looked like before demonstrating it on camera. So I have 93 stitches here and 93 stitches here. So go ahead and double crochet till you get to the end of this row. I'll meet at the end of this row. I'm back and I'm almost at the end. Join with a slip stitch, chain up 3, you turn your work, and you repeat what you were doing for the other leg. So just go ahead and be double crocheting all the way around, and then you get to the end of the row, you join with a slip stitch, chain up 3, and you continue. So you have 85 double crochet rows, excluding the waistband, like I said. So I'll meet you when you have 85 double crochet rows to show you how to end one last time. I'm going to redemonstrate this ending part. Remember, you should have the same number of stitches on both sides. I'm back with my 85 rows for this color. Remember, excluding the waistband, I have 85 rows. I started counting from here. That's my 85 rows. I'm going to join with a slip stitch. After I chain up 3, turn your work, and we are going to start with our front post, back post, double crochet, because I'm done with the trousers, so I'm just going to seal it up like what I've done here. So the same thing we did there, we're going to be doing here: front post, back post, double crochet. So go ahead and I'll meet you at the end of this row. I'm at the end of this row, and level 1 back post, double crochet, join with a slip stitch, chain up 3, and you don't have to turn your work, so just go ahead wherever you went in with your front post, double crochet, you go in there with your front post, and then for the back post you go in there with your back post, double crochet, and you repeat, and then you end the row. And we'll be done with our trousers and to be left with the pocket and the drawstrings. Let me see when you are done. So I am done. Just join with a slip stitch and then chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So now it's left with the drawstrings and the pocket. So I'm going to grab the blue color I did So I'm going to show you how to do the pocket. So you place it down flat like this. You place it down flat, and then you mark the sides. So you try this on and mark the sides. So how revealing you want the pocket to be, at the front or at the back or the side of your body, wherever you want the pocket to be, then you fix it. If you want your pocket to be really in front, then you fix it there. So depending on how you want your pocket. So this is how I did my pockets. So I did mine on the side. So when I lay my flat, it's exactly on the side, and it's the same thing for the other side. So this one, the pocket is the same as the color, so you only really see. So you can play around with the colors however way you want. And I left some of the yarns without what do you call it, without hiding the yarn. So we're going to be doing the same thing for the other side, but we are going to start with the drawstrings, which is a single crochet foundation chain. So this for the waist, and then for at the bottom of the pants, but this is optional. You can decide to put one here or not. For the waist I did 150, and for the bottom I believe I did 100 to 120. I'm not really sure. So I'll be showing you how to do a single crochet foundation chains. I'll go ahead to start the pockets, because the pockets, the method are the same depending on where you choose to make yours, and I'll demonstrate it with one last color that's left on camera. So for the pockets I'll get back to you on that, but for the waist, the single crochet foundation chain, make a slip knot, chain up 2, and into the last loop, into this loop, and in the back, you see there's a back loop. You're going to go in there and make a single crochet, yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2. So you have your first single crochet. So now you're going to go into the loops here, the loops you created, and pull through 1. Sorry, you're supposed to pull through 1 and pull through 2, and insert a hook into the 2 loops, pull through 1 and pull through 2. So that's what you'll be doing for the drawstring for all the sides, depending on the colors you're going to be using, and it's pretty simple. So I'm going to do mine 150 and 100 single crochet foundation chains for my drawstrings for the waist and the bottom of the pants. So go ahead and make yours. And for the pockets, I'll go ahead and make some and demonstrate one pocket to you. So make yours as long as you want. I'll meet you when you are done, and we'll be back to do the pockets. I'm done with my drawstrings for the waist and the base of the trousers. So I'm going to place that aside, and I'm going to work on the pocket. So for the pocket, I already went ahead to do one side. This is it. This is the pocket. And like I said, you measure, you wear it, and you place it. You mark the areas you want to place it at. So from the waist, I counted 15 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 16. And on the 17th row, I started with my pocket and left space. And this is how I marked it for the pocket. So this side is the pocket, and then this side is the cover up for the pocket. So let's start. So what I have here is my marked pocket. So these have 25 stitches in between, and this is for the pocket, and this is for the cover up space. So you're going to grab your yarn. I'm going to be working with my pink yarn, so you can work with whichever yarn color you want. And I'm going to grab this side. So right under this, we're going to go into these tiny stitches, here. So right under the mark space, you're going to insert your hook and pull, chain up one into the next stitch. So you carefully insert your hook into the next stitch, make a single crochet, carefully insert your hook into the next stitch again. So you carefully do this till you get to the other mark side. So I've gotten to the mark stitch. Make your last single crochet, chain up 3, turn your work, and we are going to be making double crochets. So the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So into the next stitch, not in here but into the next stitch, you're going to go in there with a double crochet, and you double crochet all the way to the end, and we'll be making 10 double crochets in total. So depending on how many rows you counted for your pockets, I counted 10 rows. That's why I'm doing 10 rows of double crochet. Depending on how long or short you want your pocket to be, you can adjust the number of rows and the length. So go ahead and make double crochets, and I'll meet you at the end of row 1. So I'm done with my first row. Second row, chain up 3, turn your work again, and you make double crochets. So into the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet, and go ahead and make 10 double crochets in total, and I'll show you how to join the pockets. So I repeated this same method for all the pockets. So it's the same thing. So you'd have to rewind or slow this side down to remake the pockets for all the other sides. You can choose to make only 1 pocket or 2 or 3. So all depends on you. You can even choose to make a pocket at the back. Which only have 10 double crochets in total, but I'll end this row with you guys. Chain 3 and turn your work. So you repeat this till you have 10 rows in total. Let me tell you when you have 10 rows in total. So this is the pocket. I'm going to sew it on the trouser, and you make sure it lies down flat. I'm going to set my needle and thread from the back. So we just sew it carefully. I'm going to remove the stitch marker. Okay, I'm going to start from here because I want to leave a little string of yarn. So I'm leaving this much, and then I'll start sewing. So you do the same thing for the other side. I'm going to go ahead and cut more yarn and sew this other side. So I'm done sewing the pocket and this is how it looks. So I'm going to do the cover for the pocket. So for the pocket, instead of going directly under the marked space, I'm going to go before the marked space for the pocket. And it's the same thing, chain up one and then you single crochet into the small spaces till you get to the other marked side. So I'm at the last marked place, but I'm going to go extra and add the other side to it so that it covers up fully. Chain up 3, turn your work, and then we are going to be double crocheting. So we are going to be making 3 double crochet rows. So this is the first row. So we are done, chain up 3, turn your work, and you make another double crochet row. So I will be making 3 double crochets in total. So after this row I'll add 1 more row and I'll meet you when I'm done to attach the button and we'll be done with our trouser or our cargo pants. So we are almost done with our pockets. Left with the button so that you'll be able to close it up. So this is the button I will be using. So this is the middle of my pocket. I'll insert it in here. Okay, I was making sure on the other cargo pants that I did insert it in here. So you attach your pocket, your button I mean, sorry. Make it a little loose but not too loose. And I'm only going to sew it once. So after you tie it at the back and you weave in your ends. So now you can close your cargo pants and we are done. So I'm almost done. It's left with the straps, but I'm going to finish the other pockets off camera. So I believe you know how to attach your straps. So I attached my waist straps to the very beginning or the first row, in and out, in and out. And for the base of the cargo pants, I did the same thing, in and out, in and out. So the only difference is at the base of the cargo pants, the rest of the drawstring should be facing out. So yeah, I'll be inserting a clip of how it looks like. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please, please, please support me by sharing my video so that other people can watch my video. And thank you guys so much. I'll show you how the other side turned out. So remember, it's the same marking I did for this side I did for this side, and the color mixture will be the same. For this side I'll make it deep pink, and for this side the pocket to be light, and then the tip or the cover will be deep. So it's just the opposite of the colors. That's all. I will show you how it turned out.